Hello and welcome to the History Open Evening presentation. I'm Mr. Nella and I'm the A-level subject lead for History. As you can see here, the subject overview, this is the principles that as a department we try to adhere to. All right, we want you to critically engage with the past. All right, we want you to fall in love with the topics that you're studying. And as it says there from that quote from Dr. Alice Taylor from King's College London, the skills you learn as a historian are now more than ever needed in our society. Okay, of understanding and working within this changing society that we have. All right, historical knowledge and the skills you learn as historians are pivotal to the way the world works today. As you can see from our examination results, we've achieved outstanding results since the A-level reformed were introduced in 2017. As you can see there from the last set of results that we can compare to our competitors, we're well above them and well above the national average. All right, and there are many reasons why you might thrive at A-level. Okay, for example, you only need to master 2 types of exam question. Okay, not the 11 or 12 you might have done at GCSE. You also need to manage only coursework and 2 courses. All right, instead of say 5 courses that you might have studied at GCSE. And some of the content you learn at GCSE may give you a good insight into what you're going to study at A-level and good context, but we won't be repeating content. All right, there'll be far more analysis and different skills required. And if you've got ambitions to study at university, well, we have a proven track record of getting students to go and study history at the top universities, the Russell Group universities, those that you can see on your screen now. All right, and we're proud that we have over double the number of average of students that go on to study history in Hampshire. All right, many students continue their passion for the study in the past. And over the last 3 years as well, we've had 5 students go on to study history at Oxford or Cambridge as well. All right, we're very proud of that. All right, if you've got ambitions to go to university, we're the best place to come to. So what will you study? Well, you got the Tudor course, 1485 to 1603. Okay, you've got Democracy and Nazism, 1918 to 45. Both of those are 40% each. Okay, so they're the exam part of the course. And you've got the Stuarts there, 1603 to 1702. So that's 20%, and that's coursework. All right, so in the Tudor period, the Tudor course, you will be looking at Henry VII and Henry VIII in the first year, and then Edward, Mary, and Elizabeth in the second year. Democracy and Nazism, we study the rise of the Nazis and the failure of Weimar democracy in the first year, up to August 34 in the first year. And then we look at Nazi Germany and the war in the second year. And the Stuarts, we focus in on the relationship between Crown and Parliament in the 17th century. We start to see the birth of our constitutional monarchy that we're familiar with today. All right, so you'll sit 2 exams and 1 piece of coursework, and our exam board is AQA. And why study history? Well, it's a subject that doesn't restrict you or confine you in terms of career choice. All right, as you can see, all these faces, famous faces, and very important people over the last century have studied history. All right, 2 of the last 4 prime ministers, for example, are history graduates. Okay, they've studied history. But if you've got ambitions to go into any profession, really, all right, whether that's teaching, civil service, journalism, politics, law, all right, there are many examples of how valued history qualifications are. All right, so the co-founder of Facebook, for example, is a history graduate. All right, we got journalists on there like Laura Kuenssberg, okay, and people involved in the media like Nikki Campbell, okay, got Michael Palin as well. All right, as well as various politicians and other icons in the 20th century. All right, so if you do have ambitions to go into a certain profession, history studies will only enhance that. Okay, the skills are sought after by employers. We also offer lots of extracurricular trips, okay, and opportunities. So, for example, we've got the Italy trip. Again, really fascinating trip. Base ourselves the first few days down in Sorrento, and from there we look at Herculaneum and Pompeii. Then we go and look at the Monte Cassino, and then on to Rome, okay, and look at the key Roman sites around Rome. We've also got the Berlin trip. Again, did this last year, luckily before lockdown. And again, a fascinating city, more museums and rain days in Berlin. We go to lots of fascinating sites. Okay, so 2 fantastic trips open to sixth formers who study history and ancient history. Also, we like to get the experts in. So as you can see there, we've got guest speakers come in regularly to come and talk to our students. So for example, we've had Professor Neil Gregor in from the University of Southampton, gave a lecture to Bauhaus history students on the different interpretations of Adolf Hitler. We've had William Gibson come in and offer support with the Stuarts coursework. Okay, gave like a little lecture on Charles II and a seminar style lesson on James II. We want you to engage with the experts. Okay, show the step up from GCSE. All right, we make that as easy as possible for you. Also, we've got the History Cinema Club, which started this year. Unfortunately, lockdown got in the way of that, but we do aim to continue doing that when things calm down a bit. All right, but we were lucky enough to go and see 1917 and also Jojo Rabbit at the beginning of 2020. All right, so be after college hours, and we'll be able to go and watch a film, history related in some way. But yeah, it's a great way to meet people and just further your love for studying the past. So hopefully that gives a bit of an overview of studying history at Bauhaus. So our results are outstanding. No competitor locally can come near us. So we really do hope that you consider studying history here at Bauhaus, and we will support you as much as we possibly can. All right, but in the meantime, look after yourself and keep studying history.